What's going on, YouTube? This is Sports Gaming 1, and welcome to our very first series on Madden 19. This is going to be a Carolina Panthers franchise, and we're just going to be playing offense. So we'll be simming the defense, playing the offense here for the Panthers. We open up the season against the Cowboys, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but bear with me because I have not played Madden in probably 10 months or something like that. I started a couple of series last year, and then just got so busy with the college football stuff that I was doing. I didn't really do much Madden, so I haven't played this game in a long time. So I was a little rusty. We're going to try to do the best that I can here against the Cowboys. I'm going to kind of break in and do commentary in between, like possession changes and things like that. But for the most part, I'll just let you see how the game played out as we open up the game with the football. Now we have a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
They'll carry it, C.J. Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
All right, so we had to punt it away, so not a good start to the game offensively. We'll see what our defense can do for us. Pretty good punt coverage there. Cowboys going to get the football back. And again, you can do this thing on Madden where you play the moment where you play only offense, and they'll send the defense. So, yeah, we get the ball back, and check it out. We're on the 2-yard line, backed up big time. Let's see what we can do with this horrible field position.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. And now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Oh my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here, I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Newton now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on second down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Back to the ground, Anderson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll try the air now with Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
How about that drive? 98-yard drive. We start with Christian McCaffrey. We end with Christian McCaffrey and get the first points of the season here in this game. That was a long drive, and Cam made a couple of really good runs there. Again, I was struggling a little bit offensively here early in the game. I never got it going in this game, honestly. But, yeah, anyways, we did at least get the touchdown there, get on the board. Now we're going to get the football at the 20-yard line.
And they will have the football
about a minute here into the second quarter.
They start the drive with Anderson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hold for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on second down is Newton. And that is incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Yeah, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try pressure advantage.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
All right, so we get stopped again, another 3 and out. So, you know, one good drive, but other than that, the offense has not been doing too great. It's kind of tough to run the football. Besides Cam, he's been most of our run game, but it's been tough in between the tackles, only getting a few yards per carry and getting stuffed a few times there. But let's see what the defense does. And again, they get a stop, so they are really just carrying us this time. I think they might have actually gotten a turnover there. So great field position. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first half. Let's see what we can do with this field position. See if we can put one in the end zone here. As the first play is a short pass out to Christian McCaffrey, and that will bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground.
All right, so we continue to sputter on offense, but how about that punt? It goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line. So an excellent punt there. At least we got that going for us. And again, the defense has been playing lights out so far. Haven't given up any points, so that's the good news. But again, we are struggling a little bit offensively. 3:12 to go now. We get good field position again. Ball is at the 42-yard line. Let's see if we can put some points on the board before halftime.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 3rd down, Newton escaping the pressure right. And some space here. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
A reminder coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in Week 1. So do not press that skip button. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware.
All right, so we're just going to let this play clock wind all the way down. What I was doing here, I was looking for an empty set where I could do a QB draw with Cam Newton, just because I like doing that play. But yeah, we want to let the clock wind all the way down and call timeout because we don't want to give Dallas any time when they get the football back, regardless of what happens here. So we're going to use the timeout here. Big time, basically 3rd down and goal coming up. Let's see if we can get it in with the quarterback draw with Cam Newton. That's the play I'm going to go to.
Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Shrugs him off, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn.
All right, looks like they were ready for us that time. Probably should have went with another play call, but it is what it is. 55 seconds to play. They use a timeout so that they can get the ball back. Should be a chip shot field goal for us. Kick is up, and it's good. So we're going to have a 10-0 lead. Let's see if the defense can hold on to that lead and keep it there at halftime. That would be just a great start to this game. As bad as our offense has played, if the defense can pitch a shutout in the first half, that would just be awesome. And they do. And they actually get us the ball back here to start the second half. 4:54 to play in the third quarter. We're up 10-0. If we can put another touchdown on the board, I feel like we can get some breathing room and maybe kind of pull away here and hopefully win this football game. We'll see what happens here. Great field position. First down.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll rifle it this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Newton now on second down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception.
Not a good series there, obviously. You know, the fumble there by Cam. I was trying to get rid of the football and just could not get rid of it in time. He wound up fumbling, and so we had to punt it away. And, yeah, somewhere in there, I guess I missed that. Dallas did get a field goal. I don't know if that was to open up the second half or if that was the end of the first half. I missed that. But anyways, 10-3 is now the score. Let's see what our defense does here. Good field position for the Cowboys, and they take advantage, and they tie it up at 10. We're now into the fourth quarter. This is crunch time. We've got to get some points here, and we got to get them pretty soon, or this game could slip away.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones.
And he's taken down.
We're going to get stopped again. I was waiting on the defender to come to me, and I was going to try to dump it off over his head, but I just couldn't do it quick enough and wind up taking the sack. If we could have got rid of that football, though, that would have been a big play. And now with 6 minutes to play, the Cowboys are going to get the football back. And the good news is they won't have great field position, but they will get it out near the 28-yard line. And once again, we got a call on our defense. They played great so far. Have given up the 10 points. Let's see what they do here. They get us the football back. So great news there. We get the football back. Must have been a turnover or something because we get it at the 41-yard line. 5:09 to play. Here we go. It is time. We've got to get some points here. This is a huge drive in this game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Not what we wanted there. I don't know. I thought I could get it over the defender's head, maybe throw like a jump ball, but it wound up just being an interception. And that was a nice play there by the defender. It's not like he did have to go up and get that. But that's a tough one because we were in field goal range. And now we're going to get no points. They get the ball back. And we're running out of time here in the 4th quarter. Let's see if our defense can do it again. They do. Wow. So our defense is just hats off to them. They get us the ball back. But we're going to have to start at the 20-yard line with 2:39 to play. Don't want to get in too big of a hurry and wind up giving the ball right back. So we're going to kind of take our time to see if we can move the football down the field. First play here, Cam going deep. And, oh, wow, that would have been maybe even a touchdown, just overthrown. Just missed out on a big play. 2nd down coming up with 2:32 to play.
Back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Newton to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Newton now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
What's that? 180?
Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. Able to get away. He may try and run for this. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So out on the field now,
We don't get the first down, but the game is wanting us to attempt a really, really long field goal. We're going to see if we can make this. I mean, this will be a long one. I think a 63-yarder. Here we go. Kick is up. It's on line, but it is going to be short. And again, I was trying to be conservative there, but because we tried the field goal, it wound up. You know, now the Cowboys are going to get the football. I don't like that call. I shouldn't have listened to the computer. I should have just punted that football. Luckily, though, our defense once again gets us to stop, and then they get a stop in overtime. So we get the ball back, and any points here will win the game for the Panthers. Let's see if we can get it done.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Newton to throw. Their defense did its job, got to stop all they need. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Wow, so we give up another sack. I was trying to get rid of that ball quick. Just throw it over the middle. Wasn't even worried about getting a first down. Just wanted to get a little bit closer for a field goal. Perhaps we should have just run the football. I don't know. But now it's going to be a long one. It's going to be like a 60-yard field goal. And again, just that one hurt because I thought I had the right play on, was going to get rid of it quick, and they just came through. There was nothing I could do. But here we go now, a 60-yard field goal for the win. The kick is up. And it's going to be long enough, but it's wide left. And once again, we miss an opportunity. The Cowboys going to get the football back. And it just feels like we're blowing this game. Let's see if the defense can bail us out one more time. As you see this field goal, just missed to the left. So here we go now. Defense, what are you going to do? Dak Prescott's headed out. He's looking to lead the Cowboys to a victory. And I don't know what happened, but we got the ball back. We got the ball back at the 27-yard line. Maybe they missed the field goal. I don't know. But we're going to get it back. 1:52 to play, and at this point, I'm almost happy with the tie. So we're going to play kind of conservative, try to use the rest of this clock, and hopefully get down and get some points and win this game. But if not, we'll just take the tie at this point because we're just lucky that we haven't lost yet. We get a few yards there. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Under 2 minutes to play in overtime.
This overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
All right, so I decided to just let this clock wind all the way down because if we don't get this, we do not want the Cowboys with any time left on the clock to potentially come down and win the game. Again, at this point, I'm kind of happy with a tie because it's just been a terrible performance by me. But here we go. 3rd down and 6. Cam, is he going to do it with his legs again? He's made so many plays in this game, and he's going to make another one all the way down about the 35-yard line. That puts him over 100 yards rushing, and that's been most of our offense is Cam Newton just scrambling because it's been a struggle to run the football. It's been a struggle to throw it deep down the field. A couple of interceptions in this game. Or maybe it's just the one interception, but so several passes that should have been intercepted. So here we go, 2nd down and 9, 25 seconds to play. We're just trying to get this thing a little bit closer, see if we can make a field goal. And McCaffrey gets a good run there out near the 30. We use our timeout, 17 seconds to play. And again, we want this clock to wind all the way down because if we miss the field goal, if something happens, let's just go home with a tie. I know you don't want to start the season off with a tie, but if that's what you have to do, it's what you have to do. So they're wanting us to go ahead and try the field goal, but I want to see if I can get a little bit closer, see if we can make it a little bit easier of a kick, as it's now 3rd down and 7, 17 seconds to play here in overtime. Let's see what we can get on this play. And it's McCaffrey, and we're going to get a couple. So it'll be 4th down. We can let the clock wind all the way down, and this is not a real long field goal. This will be about a 47-yarder, so very makeable, and this will be for the win. So a big-time clutch kick coming up. Cowboys do have one timeout left, so they're probably going to ice us. And again, make it, we win, lose, we go to overtime. Lose, we tie. So at least you're not going to lose the game here unless it's blocked and run back for a touchdown, and that would just be a disaster. So they use their timeout, trying to ice the kicker. And again, this video doesn't show you my great Madden skills, but hopefully it was at least an entertaining video. I got to get some practice in. But here we go. This is for the win. Kick is up. Oh, and it's good. It sneaks in there. Wow, that was close. Almost missed it. But Graham Gano comes up with the clutch field goal, and the Panthers somehow in overtime win it 13-10. We get our franchise off to a rocky start, but it's a win, and that's all that matters. Hopefully our next game will play a little bit better. And probably what we're going to do is just keep playing all-time offense on this one. We may do some other series as well. You guys can let me know what you think about this format, the way I did this video, or anything you want to add down in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for more here on the Sports Gaming 1 YouTube channel.
They needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll hit the road next.